I saw him standing there, sad look in his eyes. The kids ran to the playground, but each one passed him by. He was just the new his face. My mama's words raced through my mind. It was like I heard her saying, be a good deed doer and do it every day. One kind deed will go so far to make this world a better place. Be a good deed doer and you may be surprised. Doing good to others makes you feel so good inside. Slowly I walked up to him. I said, what's your name? His eyes began to sparkle and a smile crossed his face. He's not a stranger anymore. Now he is my friend. My life has been better. All because my mama said, be a good deed doer and do it every day. One kind deed will go so far to make this world a better place. Be a good deed doer and you may be surprised. Doing good to others makes you feel so good inside. Makes you feel, it makes you feel so good inside. Makes you feel,
I feel good.
you feel,
So good.
makes you feel, it makes you feel so good inside. It makes you feel, it makes you feel, makes you feel, it makes you feel so good inside. It makes you feel, makes you feel, makes you feel, it makes you feel so good inside. Be a good deed doer and do it every day. One kind deed will go so far to make this world a better place. Be a good deed doer and you may be surprised. Doing good to others makes you feel so good inside. Be a good deed doer and do it every day.
I've been pantomiming. Okay, folks, that's not my voice singing. No, not mine. But I can hear a bad note every once in a while when I'm singing, so I try not to sing very much, but sometimes you just can't help yourself. So today is Sunday. It's Renew Our Spirit Day, and I have been renewing my spirit by watching sappy movies. Yesterday was apocalyptic movies, and today is sappy movie day. And I got on YouTube and I found some. One of them I had never seen before was called The Secret. And the next one is something about South Carolina. And I don't know the name of it, or I'd tell you, but it was just the cutest movie. It just ended. I'm a little late getting here because it just ended. Y'all, one of the things we have to know is when we fill ourselves with negativity, we're going to feel negative. And when we fill ourselves with positivity, we're going to feel good. We're going to feel empowered. Now, if you're sitting watching the news all day, you got to stop it. You have to stop it because what you think about, you bring about. And when you immerse yourself into the politics of the current environment, you're going to drive yourself nuts. So you got to stop it. We can't control anything. We have absolutely no control. That's why I love the Serenity Prayer so much. And have the courage to accept the things we cannot change. We can't change politics in Washington, D.C. We can't change the Democrats. We can't change the Republicans. We can't change the police. We can't change the rioters. All we can do is take care of you. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. So it wasn't a Hallmark kind of day, but it was, I've been finding good movies, and I'm going to find me another one, and I'm going to finish up my work for today. It is up to us And I learned this from Scott Adams many, many years ago, before he even had a podcast, before a podcast was a thing. I read his book, The Future, according to Dilbert. And the last few chapters in that book are all about changing your circumstances. And you want to know how you do that? By thinking positive, by writing out positive affirmations. It's all how it works, because you are a magnet for that positivity. If you're negative, negativity is going to come to you. If you're positive, you're going to attract those wonderful things. So it's up to you. Quit thinking gloom and doom and start praising God for your blessings. We do not thank God enough for all of our many wonderful blessings. And a devotional I listen to every night, and I re-listened to it this morning, it talked about the 10 lepers that Jesus healed. And one leper came back to Jesus and thanked him and praised God. Only one. So when we can change our attitude by thanksgiving, by being positive, by sharing the good news, we can change a lot of things. And we just a thank you every once in a while. So folks, don't hold back your thanks. When you hear that little voice say to you, you need to give thanks to this person. You need to give thanks to God. Thanks to God that storms have changed. Thanks to God for, we're always asking God for something. We're always asking God for something. The devotional I listen to is called Bards FM, and it's on Podbean. He's going to start back up on YouTube, but he's on Podbean, and that's where I listen to the archives. There's been millions of downloads to his archives, and I try to listen to something every single day, probably 2 or 3 times a day. He has great interviews with people, and his name is Scott Kesterson, and he is a holy man. He hasn't always been a man of God. He hasn't always been a man of God. But he had one of those come to Jesus meetings. It's kind of like Saul walking down the road and Jesus appeared to him. Pretty much. He saw a big white light and he knew it was the Lord. So folks, check out Scott Kesterson. It's Bards FM on Podbean. He's on YouTube, but I think the YouTube link only gives you a link to Podbean. Podbean. We're on Podbean too, as well. But he brings the point home. We should thank God for everything. Scott Kesterson, yeah. Don't believe what you see. If you look at Wikipedia, that's all fake. All fake. They change things up. It's propaganda. So let's fill our hearts with good things. Let's find devotionals that give us hope and faith. Hope and faith. And I'm going to say this. Yesterday, I got a weird phone call. And somebody said to me, why do we have to shine our sings? Kesterson, Kesterson. He's from Oregon. But I got this phone call. And I got the phone call during the show yesterday. And she was questioning my methods. No, that's Scott Adams. Real Coffee with Scott Adams is who I listen to every morning. And he's not a believer, y'all. I pray for him that he will be a believer one day. But I got this phone call and she questioned as to why we shine our sinks. Why? And I said, well, have you shined your sink? Well, yeah, she said. And I said, then you know. And I was not nice, y'all. I'll be honest. I was not nice because I don't usually get calls like this. And it upset me. It upset me. And I said, well, she said, I just don't understand what the sink has to do with anything. And she was just that hateful. And I said, well, there's a shining sink in every room. And it was kind of a light bulb moment for her. And I said, do you get our emails? She says, no, I just see you on YouTube occasionally. And she said, how often do you do videos on YouTube? I said, twice a day, except on Sundays. So it was, if she had questioned me like that on my show, my sister Patty would have dealt with her. I'm not confronted with this very often. Patty and Kathy and Liz are all much better at this than I am. But when you take a method that is inspired by God, yeah, why else would I go shine my sink and practice it for a whole month? That had to be inspiration. I didn't think of it on my own, y'all. And this lady, I didn't even get her name. It upset me so bad. But this lady couldn't figure out. I said, you don't have to know. You just have to step up and do it. Well, we do a question and answer every day, but I felt like my privacy was invaded. I would never think about trying to pick up the phone and call Scott Kesterson. Ever. No. You got all my email addresses. You know how to get a hold of me. I wouldn't think about trying to get a hold of Scott Adams, although I have talked to him before. I have talked to him one time on his platform. I even forgot the name of it. WinHub, I think, is what it was. But he had a question and I had an answer. I had an answer for him about how to write a book. And he's written many more books than I have, but he left one thing out. You got to have your surroundings in good order. So I paid for 15 minutes to talk to him because it was an open platform. I didn't call his phone. I kept, But when you question somebody, it's like questioning God. When you come out and you question somebody who spent the last 2 decades dedicating her life to you. She didn't have my books. A friend told me about her. But it was upsetting. It was really upsetting. So please, don't pick up the phone and try to call me, because I'm not going to answer any phone number that's not in my phone anymore. I did this because she left a cryptic message. And I was afraid that she was suicidal. And my heart went out to her without knowing what the problem was. But if you haven't shined your sink and you're being stubborn about going and shining your sink, go do it. You don't have to see the top of the staircase. Where is that picture? See that picture right there? You don't have to see the top of the staircase to benefit from taking one step at a time. Just one step at a time. Go shine your sink. Each month we practice a new habit. By the end of the year, we've piggybacked these habits to each other, and they become routines. Simple little routines that guide us through our day. Right now we're practicing making our bed every day. Every room has a shiny sink. Your bathroom counter in your bathroom and your toilet are your shiny sinks. That's why we swish and swipe. That's why we swish and swipe every day. So, folks, fill your life with positivity. Don't go looking for, that can't possibly work. Don't do that to yourself. Just try it. You know, we see these fun videos on YouTube about flipping $5 furniture you've got. We see these fun videos about cooking and all these different things. We don't mind trying those things. We just jump in. But when some woman's sitting there telling you to go shine your sink and she doesn't know how it's supposed to work, you don't have to know how it works. Go shine your sink. I have ordered some car wax for mine. I've got a 20-year-old sink now, 21 years old, and I want to keep it looking pretty. So I ordered some car wax so I can buff it and make it shine like a new penny. Now, it's been a good sink, and I'm not going to change it. So everybody, surround yourself with happy things. Don't question people that have been trying to help you. And if you're not getting my emails, why are you even here? Sign up and get our emails. Because this is Fly Lady Immersion 101. Our messages come into your inbox, they come to your phone, and I'm in your head all day long. You know, when you walk into the living room, when you walk into your kitchen in the morning and you're not greeted with a sink full of dirty dishes and mystery water, what a blessing that is. So, folks, take some time today to be thankful, to look on the good side of things instead of how this can't possibly work. If you think it can't work, you're right. It won't. But if you think it can, it will. If you think it can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. And another thing, trying is lying. Don't try, do. That's a Yoda. I just ordered some plain old paste car wax. That's all I ordered. It was, $6. Robert said we didn't have any car wax. So I found me some car wax. Trying is lying, but doing, you can do. Actions speak louder than questioning whether this system's going to work or not. The other day I saw somebody comparing me to somebody else because that stupid fly lady said, go wax your sink. Well, I said, shine your sink. If you want to wax it, go ahead. I'm going to shine my sink day after tomorrow. It's clean right now, but I want it shiny. It's a beautiful piece of stainless steel. Mine is a Kohler sink. We bought it new when we remodeled the house in 2000. Thank you all for all the blessings that you give to me. And don't allow the politics of today to ruin your life now. Don't do that. I love you all. Remember, we're in our living rooms this week. Living rooms this week. And it's going to be a weird start to the week after that. It's a weird, when the first falls on a Saturday, it's kind of mixed up. So the first, second, and third, we're going to spend in zone 1, and the rest of that week will be zone 2. I love you all. And I will see you in the morning. We'll do weekly home blessing. We always have fun with that. Talk to you later. Bye.